everybody. Happy Monday. No pickups, not that I really even do pickups, I just happen to have gotten Super Lucky's Tale last week, which I still have sitting on my table, because I haven't touched it since then. If I ever play that, I'll just go blind straight into it on stream. So we'll, yeah, Mario. Okay, we'll just set for 30 minutes. See how many stars we can get. Oh, shucks. And just minimize my broadcast software. There we go. Oh, you're in line at Trader Joe's? Okay, anything interesting you got today? Or just, I know that it's probably easy for you to respond in chat right now. So, thanks for showing up. Wait, what's this? Frosty Side. I got close to getting 8 red coins last time. I think I was missing like 1 coin. Because I'm at 63. I'm like 7 stars away. And I would like to finish this by the end of the month. Because I'd like to move on to other stuff. As much as I've enjoyed revisiting Mario 64. Kyle TX500, he was doing Mario 64 casual playthrough, just 70 stars to beat the game. He never did the backwards long jump trip before that lets you skip the endless staircase. Oh, just frozen dinners? You know, I haven't been in a Trader Joe's in years. I know where mine is. Actually, I was, the one near me is, shucks. Wow, I actually voided out of the whole stage. Okay. Hey, Starman. How you doing? Wherever you go next, what you're doing, have a good time. And thanks for stopping in. Hopefully you're someplace nice doing something you like. And if not, hang in there and hopefully you could put your feet up soon. Oh yeah, yesterday was your birthday, right? Didn't you say you were going to Disney World? And, oh yeah, no, it's... Whew, yeah, a lot can happen in a day, so there's always the VODs, and it'll be frustrating if you have some trivia or something to say about something and it's already happened, but you can watch the VODs later on, because I have, so if you want to see how the gameplay went, and just enjoy yourself and relax for a while if you're able to. Yeah, thanks for staying high. Yeah, Glackaboy, you said you were going to do something at Disneyland, something food related. You were gonna go get food or something like that, unless I'm remembering that incorrectly. But it's something you had planned out, and you were mentioning for I think a while before you actually went ahead, a while in advance. Now, I don't think I ever know. Okay, I do know this canon. Do I have... Okay. I could have swore there was a second cannon. Okay, is there... Is this just a way to get back to the beginning of the stage? I like it. Yeah, that's interesting. Like, is shooting... Yeah, I guess that is somewhat realistic, that shooting at the highest... Yeah, Downtown Disney, you were saying you... Didn't Downtown Disney, didn't that first start in, like, the 90s or something? This is one of Bob Iger's ideas. Try to attract more adults to, spend time and money on the property. Ah! I do not... Well, first off, I just want that one. Give me. There we go. This is the one I was missing. You had a marble cake with strawberry filling. Wow. Okay. I'm glad I decided to explore using the cannon, because this spot... You know what? I think this is the only red coin I was missing. I think I had all the others, except for that one. Okay. The rest of the star should be very easy now. Because... Okay, there's not one there. Marble cake with strawberry filling. Wow. You know what? I ordered... What did I... I don't do this as often as it may sound like, but I had a minor personal victory today. Oh, it was like 2001? Okay. You know, I got a Disney... I remember the tape I went to Disney in '98, and I remember that we had a tape, a VHS tape to look at, you know, to plan your trip and everything. It was talking about all the attractions at the time. I wish I still had that tape, because that tape really is sort of a time capsule of exactly what was going on at the time we were going. Because I remember, like, Animal Kingdom, like, just opened, and then Test Track at Epcot, which I believe has since been retired. Oh my gosh, I almost fell. Yeah, Test Track was, like, I think a month away from opening. I was mad because, I was upset because I liked, especially back then, when I was, you know, it's still a kid, I liked the sort of mid-sized rides. I didn't like the big roller coasters, like the Runaway Mine Train type coasters. That's like the biggest roller coaster I was willing to get on. Like, anything bigger than that was a little too, like, wild for me. So I like sort of moderate kind of rides, but I didn't like kiddie rides. I like the sort of in-between rides, enough to get you an adrenaline rush, but not something where it was like a real thrill ride, as I guess you could say. And Test Track seemed like one of those good in-between kind of coasters that wasn't too far in either direction, but it didn't open until like a month after I was there, which was oh wow, okay. Yeah, I was missing last time. I almost got that. Can you show me where the... No, they need to show me properly where the star is. Now I just have to find the star. Yeah, well, because last time we played, we got 7 out of the 8, and we were just missing that one coin that was up high, wherever that... Yeah, there was one star that was up high. Okay, that's not it. I really just flat out don't even know where I'm going now, but we'll figure it out. Okay. I already helped you. Please, I can't help you every time you lose your kid. Okay, I have to go to the end of this bridge. They'll warp me somewhere. I forgot where to. But I have to start exploring to find where the star spawns at. Because they just gave me a really bad camera angle of where to look for the star. Now, if I jump in there, will the star despawn? I wonder. Is it down here? Yeah, because now I have to just find where that platform thing is. Whatever it was where the star spawns at. Oh, I see where it's at. Okay. Excuse me. Let me... I mean, No! Oh my... Okay, that was BS. That was some real garbage right there. We gotta do it again. We gotta do it again. Because I think I saw the star. Ugh. That was ridiculous. So basically, however many stars I get today, assume that they should have been one more because of the time I have to spend redoing this. Because of the bad controls there. Because, yeah, there was, like, okay, it's on ice, so you have to be careful with the controls, but that was just flat out, they just confiscated control of the game from me. It was down here. Yeah, there it is. I'm being impatient here, excuse me. Because I know I should have waited. There we go. this can't... Okay. No, no, no. I'm not going for that one yet. There's this one here. 3. Actually, I might as well have gotten this one last, but it doesn't matter now. Okay. We're aiming for that ice block. 4. And... Actually, okay, this isn't exactly where I thought it was. Because the star is on the other side of that crevasse. I didn't, I looked at Best Buy and Target, and they didn't have it. It's not that they were sold out, it's just that they just didn't have the game. This is the day of release, and I looked at 2 Best Buys, and then later on, after the stream, I went to Target, as you may remember, and I didn't see it at Target. Well, Target, they didn't have it either, and it's like, I don't care that much. And I don't consider it not having failed to get the game so much as having just sort of found the extra 60 bucks or whatever. Because I have this game here already, and it looks more than good enough to me. 7. And where's the... Okay, we're not doing that again. Where's the 8th one? Did I get the one at the end of the bridge? No, no, not the end of the bridge, the one around the corner. Got that one. Okay, where's the 8th one? It's one that I got effortlessly last time, and now I'm just... Do I have to... Yeah, there's one down there. Yeah, so I'm really... If I walk into a store and see it, and I have the money to be able to get it responsibly, I'll get it. And because I am, to a certain extent, getting it with the resale value down the line in mind. And I mean, I have my original GameCube from back in the day, and I have a Wii, so I can play Mario Sunshine on either of those. There we go. Yeah, they deliberately give you a bad camera angle there and try to make you have to explore for the star. That's unfair to me. I really believe if you've put the work in to get all 8 red coins, you should be able to rather effortlessly claim the star at that point. That's just my opinion. Okay. Just walk right down here. Walk down to the end and warp back to the top of the mountain. And now we actually know where we're going, so there's I mean, what happened before could happen again. Now that I do know where I'm going, I'm not really worried about Oh my gosh! How could that happen to me a sec... Oh my goodness. And now I'm in danger of dying now. How could... I've never had that happen there before, but that's just... Whenever something stupid happens in a video game, it's always something that never happened before. Alright. Okay, for the 3rd time. 2nd time with the actual star already spawned. There we go. Walk up here. And at least we restored life. Don't build up too much momentum. Okay, we did it. We got it. We did it. Okay. 64. Lucky number 64. Only 64. Only 6 more stars. Okay. The next star I think should be pretty easy. Snowman's lost his head. Yes, the last star. I think it's one of those ones that only you could really only get on that specific instance of, like, the board. I think what I need here is actually spawned in over here. Yes, the snow. I need a good head on my shoulders. Do you know of anyone in need of a good body? Please, I'll follow you if you do. Yeah, I don't know why. Like, the first one is called Frosty Slide for 8 red coins. But really... Did it despawn? Why did it despawn? It was almost right there. Why did it despawn, like, right next to him? Do I have to be, like, close enough when I get there to activate, I guess, to trigger the event? Come on. There we go. Just leave any coins I don't need, I'm just gonna leave there. And I haven't even... I don't even know if I've gone for 100 coins in this level yet. This is probably much more... This is probably a relatively tame star to get 100 coins in. I mean, a relatively tame world. Oh, I almost got ahead of it. Well, I'm sure that would just be a pain in the butt in a certain way if I... What do I have to do to stop the snowball from... Do I have to stop... Yeah, what do I need to do? That's interesting. I just remember... I don't remember it being so complicated. I said I'm willing to follow you. There we go. Oh, the targets in your area have lots of them? I mean, the stores, I guess... I don't know if they're doing that weird thing where, like, I know a lot of times... let me try talking to it from a different angle. Yeah. No, I don't want to get so far ahead that I, like, okay, I'm not. That doesn't seem like it's going to be a problem. What? Okay. I just couldn't stop, I guess, in time. Do I have to, like, let it hit me in front of the snowman head? That's the only thing I can make of it. I'm just getting impatient, and I'm gonna end up dying. Not that there's a great deal of progress to be lost right now, because all I'm doing is just warping back to the beginning of the stage anyway. There we go. Take 3. You have to grab some... Alright, grab those coins. Oh, come on, get out the snow. Doggone. I tried to be slick and it didn't work. I almost don't even care if I die, because it's about... I have 27 doggone lives. I just need to go back to the beginning of the stage anyway. Alright, we got 10 minutes. Can we get another star? I mean, there's the second ice world that that's in like the mirror room in the castle. Oh, come on. Now I have to... Oh, why did it do that to me? Made me freaking, like, force me backwards? Oh, come on. Oh. And, like, dying and quitting is just, like, barely slower, probably, than trying to just warp back to this Forget it. Alright. Mamma mia! Snowman's lost his head. I mean, I don't know if I did this star in the DS version, which is the last time I've played any version of this game. There we go. Got some real Indiana Jones action going on right now. With What are you supposed to do? It says that it'll follow me. I'm gonna try this one more time. It said that it would follow me. Do I have to talk to them both for it to work? Is that what's going on here? Okay, we'll see. Yeah, I really wasn't so concerned with, yeah, I guess the only game in there I really have any desire to play on stream might be Galaxy, which I'm not in a rush to play. And in addition to that, I have my Wii Remote. I don't think I have a nunchuck right now. I don't know, I think I lost it somehow. I know I had two at any one time. Okay, there we go. Alright. Do you know if anyone needed a good body? I'll follow you. Okay. Okay. That just... Okay. That... Why did Mario slide there? Like... Every other time he slides just fine, but... Okay, I'm going to talk to... This time, I'm going to talk to both the... No, I guess... Okay. What I'm going to do is if I talk to both the body and the head, because the first time I could only talk to the head anyway. I mean, the body anyway. But then if I talk to the head... and the body, and it still doesn't give me the star, I'm gonna have to look up what's going on. Okay. Do I just need to... Okay, I guess I just needed to talk to the head for it to work. Because I was about to resort to going to YouTube and watching someone else do the star for me, but... Perfect, what a great new body. This is a present for you. It's sure to warm you up. Indeed, indeed. Thank you. Hey! Only 5 more stars. Only 5 more stars now. Probably not going to be able to get a second, another star again tonight. But, okay. So, I'm looking at, okay, so let's assess our situation. Bob on Battlefield. You got all the stars, you got all 6. 1, 2, 3, you got 7. Cool Pool Mountain. Okay, in that level, all we're missing is... We got up to 56. We got more than halfway there. And the slide will definitely help. Big Boo's Haunt, we've barely even touched. Hazy Maze Cave, we've barely touched. With the Lava Land, we got the 6 regular ones, but now 100. Shifting Stand Land, we got halfway to 100. We're missing a couple of stars. Dire Docks. Wet Dry World, we're missing a star. I think the only star I'm missing in Wet Dry World is the 5 secret star. Tall Mountain. Let's see if, in 3 minutes, let's see if we can get to Tall Mountain and see how close we can get to getting another star. Not especially likely, but we'll see what happens. And then we're going to switch to our GBA game. This game came out the same week as Advance Wars, which was the GBA game I played last week. We're going to be playing Klonoa Empire of Dreams. And Klonoa Empire of Dreams, I've never played the game before. But my only previous gameplay, like first-hand experience with the Klonoa franchise was with the PlayStation 2 game, Klonoa 2. And Klonoa 2 is just really impressive to me. Just, they weren't many... It was an age where, 2D side-scrollers seem to have sort of just gone, like, the way of the history books for the most part. And then when it came to... like, those three, what they sometimes call 2.5D platformers, I hadn't gotten to play very many of them. I know Goemon's Great Adventure was an example. So, Klonoa 2 was the first game I really played like that, and I was like, man, they could make a Mario game like this. And I really do believe that a Mario... When I say, oh, they need to make a new 2D Mario game, a lot of people are thinking, no, they shouldn't make, there too many, because we already have enough new Super Mario Brothers games. I'm like... Okay, just because Nintendo's released, like, a bunch of new Super Mario Brothers games, that does not mean that that's the only way that you could do a 2D Mario game. Or they say, oh, 2D Mario, Nintendo doesn't need to make 2D Marios anymore because now this Mario Maker. And I'm like, just because Mario Maker exists does not mean Nintendo can't make a 2D Mario game that isn't based on the new Super Mario Brothers formula. And one direction they could take that I thought would have been really excited, and well, I say that in the past tense, it could still happen, would just be if, oh my gosh, that's gonna probably do it for today's Mario session. I mean, I promised 30 minutes for Mario 64, let's see how far I can take this. 65? Yeah, next stream... Maybe I'll do an hour of Super Mario 64 instead of a half hour. And see if we can get the 70 stars. Oh my gosh, I did not mean to do that. I was doing good too with that wall jump. Okay. I just at least want to get as far as I did last time, jeez. And for mushrooms being such a... These mushrooms as platforms being such a famous motif of the first Super Mario Brothers, it's kind of funny how they don't appear in this game really outside of this level, this one level. And even though just seeing... This is the first time playing this that I really became aware visually of when Mario went into his low polygon mode model. Alright. That does it for Mario 64. Yep. And there goes my in-game timer. Let's set up. Let's change the stream title. Klonoa Empire Dreams for the GBA. There we go. We'll just set up the retro, and I'll just get up and stretch a little bit. Retro casual playthrough. First playthrough. Blind playthrough. There we go. All right. So at least we got a star, which is not something that always happens in the half hour I give myself to try this. All right, now let's just exit out of here. We'll play for about an hour. Then I need to take a 6-minute self-care break. Okay. Close. And it looks funny when I'm on the Wii U, which is outside of Mario 64 is in 4:3, but then when I exit into the Wii U menu, it's all in widescreen. So it looks funky with the GBA screen frame that I've put on here. But we'll just go over to Game Boy Advance and start up Klonoa. So this is... I never played Klonoa 1, and this is my first time playing this game, so... Alright. Now, a prototype Game Boy Advance is surfaced on Hard4Games' channel on YouTube, and they have... It was the Space World 2000 silver with orange buttons DS. I mean, Game Boy Advance. And it has a different startup chime than the final version. Alright, let's get started. Alright. Where did I come from? Where the blue winds blow. Where am I going? Where the white clouds flow. So if I dream, I'm sure to wake. Oh. Huh? Hey, what the? Stop! Good thing he sleeps fully clothed, complete with his shoes and gloves, or else he would be very unprepared to go out on an adventure right now. Oh, and I didn't... Julius, so you're the stranger who dares to dream and... Okay, I could stop talking for a moment. Or I advanced the text at my own pace. Okay. I didn't do much sound I don't like to go into games and do sound balancing when I want to have my genuine first experience and everything. Like if something crazy happened, like if there was some kind of crazy 3D effect on the title screen or something like that, I want to have my live reaction to that be genuine. So I don't really do much sound balancing. It sounds slightly quiet to me. I'm going to... I'm going to very slightly turn up the sound. So if my voice is overpowering the game, or if the game is music is overpowering my voice, let me know. I mean, I'm paranoid because I've had some times where like chat will say like, oh yeah, it's fine, but then I'll look at the VOD, I'm like, I could barely hear my own voice, and no one said anything. So if it's good enough for you, fine. And no one really watches the VODs anyway. They're mostly for my own reference. But anyway, Julius. So you're the stranger who dares to dream in my empire. Stranger, where am I? This is the empire of Julius, where dreams are forbidden. How did they know he was dreaming? Was he blogging about it? After all, dreams won't put food on the table. If you have time to spare, you should play, work, or fall in love. Dreams are of no use. But you have to eventually sleep anyway. Okay, this is obviously going on like fairy tale villain logic. So how is playing more valuable than... So playing isn't a waste of time, but dreaming is. Which happens when... Dreaming happens when you're asleep, which is something you have to biologically do anyway. So, I mean, it would seem more consistently in character if he said just work, or all, you know, work is valuable, but but dream... I don't know, the fact that he said play is okay, but dreams aren't, it seems kind of weird. That's not true. Why is it so wrong to dream? You dare to defy me? Insolent boy. The Emperor suffers from insomnia, and you dare speak such nonsense? You shall pay for your insolence. Wait, let us test his mettle. His mettle? There are 4 monsters terrorizing the land. Our gracious Emperor shall pardon you if you get rid of them all. However, you will soon realize your folly. Hehehe. Hepow. Looks like we're in trouble. I don't know if... I haven't played Klonoa 2 since like 2001 or 2000 or whenever it was that game came out on PS2. So I don't know if Hu Pao is a recurring character I should be familiar with. This is obviously assuming you played at least the first Klonoa game. Where is this place? And it's really weird how Klonoa was almost like Namco's like secondary mascot next to Pac-Man, and they just abandoned him. With a capital A. Let's take a look around. Maybe we'll find a clue. You're right. Let's go. I'm not pressing anything. Do I have to press something? Okay, no I don't. Gazaland. World map. And a bunch of low-res text that's probably just says Lorem Ipsum or something like that. Fighting City, Gazaland. I have no idea what this game plays like, by the way. I just kind of assumed it was a side-scrolling platformer, because that's what the main Klonoa games on PS2 are like. Klonoa, excuse me, but... Oh. Hey, what was that for? Gazan, don't you wimps know anything? Here in Gazaland, only strength is respected. Ouch, that hurt. If you love fighting so much, why don't you fight the monster? Gazan, well, not only even our town champ was a match for that beast. So whoever defeats the monster becomes the new champion? Huh? But it's not that easy, and it might hurt, you know. Oh, jeez. So where is this monster? It's on top of that mountain. Okay, let's check it out. Okay, let's go. Hey, wait, you don't stand a chance. Okay, so that was the... I selected the first world. Let's begin. Collect all the stars and head towards the exit. Is this gonna be like a collecty kind of thing, where I have to go and find a bunch of stuff? I'm probably not gonna like this. I like just point A to point B platforming a lot more than hunting stuff around. But let's give the game a chance, because I mean, I have a very narrow niche of what I like, and then I generally don't even really stray much beyond that. So this is an opportunity to experience some new things. Okay, I remember the main... Oh, wow, look at the animation on Klonoa's ears. Oh, okay. Look at the animation on his ears. Really nice, smooth animation there. And he has this ring. Klonoa has a giant ring, and he shoots a beam, and the beam lets him grab guys and throw them into each other. And the game tends to spawn. Oh yeah, this is a game I really would have appreciated. Oh my. Yep, I remember that sound effect from Klonoa 2. What am I supposed to do? He died. Oh my gosh. Alright. Use a wind bullet to catch enemies and use them to double jump. I was trying different comment. Okay. Okay, I see. I died again. Doggone. Let me just jump over. Oh wait. Oh, okay. If I hold A, he could flap his ears a bit and hover briefly. Alright. I'm really... Like, the sprite itself is kind of blocky and looks rather basic, but the animation is really cool. Alright. Alright. I'm gonna use you to... Now, are these, like, coins? Or are these... I'm not sure what... Oh, wait. Oh, that's cool. It lets me jump under here even though I'm carrying a big, heavy guy. Got that big diamond. And that's why I do remember the music being very chill in this. Yeah, the music is very relaxing, and I thought, you know, this would be a good game for a late night stream with this relaxing music. There we go. Something about this does remind me of, there we go. Yeah, so I'm using the double jump. The enemy grab double jump in combination with flapping Klonoa's ears. There we go. Oh my gosh. What's this? Oh no, I'm missing a star. I have to go up there, I guess. Yeah, so it really won't let... I'm assuming that's the exit to the stage. Oh my god. And we get... There we go. Yeah, it doesn't even mention that he can flap his ears. I'm guessing they just... Oh, I have to bring an enemy over there. There we go. Yeah, he can't flap his ears while he's holding someone. I guess it's too heavy. And something about that bridge... I didn't want to walk across this bridge because the way... It looks like a 2D representation of a bridge. One of those Indiana Jones-esque rope bridges where one half of it's collapsed and is late and it's sort of swinging, like dangling down. So I didn't want to jump on that at first. Vision clear. Yeah, they call the stages visions in this. This reminds me of Yoshi's Island, come to think of it. And the level select here. And it does track how many, I guess, of those little coins you've collected. Oh wait, okay, I already forgot how to double jump. What's this? Oh, I guess the box should explain. This sign should explain. Boxes come in handy. Klonoa can climb on or throw them. They can be used over and over. Ah. I did not... Okay, good. Yeah, you cannot just place them... that's my problem. Yeah, the double jump button is just to tap A twice, but because to grab it was with B, my sort of reflex or instinct is to... Yeah, the reflex I keep having is to try to throw it with B to do the double jump. I just did it again there, even as I'm talking about... Yeah, that took a while to... I guess it took a while for him to hit the wall and despawn. There we go. Got the first... Yeah, so it doesn't seem like so much of a... like a collectathon or scavenger hunt. You just have to get all three. I don't remember... In the first Klonoa game, I do remember it being you just point A to point B. And actually, I watched Pete speedrun Klonoa 2, and I don't remember there being any, like, oh, find 3 of this collectible, and you could exit the stage. I don't remember it being like that. Alright, I'm gonna have to figure out how to get... There we go. That's the first time I had to use my distance to sort of get up there like that. Okay. Yeah, and this game actually did come out the exact same week as Advance Wars. I knew of Klonoa, the first Klonoa game. I didn't know really what it played like. I just remember seeing coverage of it and not having too much. I didn't really just think much about it. If I saw it, this is like the first Klonoa. I don't think I ever saw it at Blockbuster. Because if I saw it at Blockbuster, I may well have rented it. Because I certainly got Klonoa 2, and I didn't have any particular recommendation or anything. I just saw Klonoa 2 and just like I was like, oh, okay, let me get this. So I think if I did see the first one, I probably would have given it a chance. And if I gave it a chance, I definitely would have loved it. Okay. There we go. Got the diamond. Yeah, I keep using... Oh yeah, I got all 3 gems, and there's the end of the stage. There we go. I mean, this is the beginning of the game, but the stages are going rather... These are rather tame with... It's not like, oh, I have to go back through the whole stage over because I forgot a collectible. It's the collectibles so far are relatively easy to access. I'm sure the puzzles to get to them will become more complicated as I get deeper into these stages. Each door has a key with a matching shape. A circle locks circle door. A triangle unlocks the triangle door. Alright. Alright, I'm gonna have to get that guy. There we go. Yay, we found the key. Yeah, so this is an interesting backdrop because it implies that this world has 2 moons, and that the first moon is casting a... No, I guess the moons are aligned in such a way that the first moon is in its crescent phase, and the second moon is in front of it and is much smaller. I mean, like an event like this, I'm sure would have to be on the tier of a eclipse to, and it wouldn't happen necessarily that often. Okay. There we go. Got 1 down. There we go. I got it. What's this metal? It's like a... All I know is it's a shiny object in a video game, and it didn't look like it was gonna hurt me, so I'm definitely grabbing it. I didn't even notice... Oh, getting that key. Triangle key. Oh, I see. Yeah, nice way to introduce me to that element. Because I definitely can't... Yeah, there we go. Oh, wow, that's cool. I'll see how that comes into play. Okay, left and right. When I press up and down, when I press up, he runs away from me. When I press down, he runs towards me. So are there going to be some depth or elements introduced later? Actually, oh, you know what? I just noticed something. And this maybe is what made me notice. This is with the level of detail they put into the sprite and the beautiful animation, I'm surprised they didn't think of this. Okay. When he looks to the right, I can see the Pac-Man on his hat. When he looks to the left, it's just an exact mirror. Yeah, okay. It doesn't account for the fact that he has to be. This assumes that he's changing hands. Which hand he's holding the ring with. Because here he's holding it in his right hand, now he's holding it in his left hand. And the Pac-Man, I mean, they could theoretically be a Pac-Man on both sides of his hat, but if you've seen official artwork of Klonoa, the Pac-Man is only on the right side of his hat. And the reason I kind of noticed this, I always paid attention to this, if sprites are just symmetrical and just being reversed. Because in Super Metroid and Metroid Fusion, it actually accounts for which of Samus's arms is actually has the beam cannon on it. And here they're just mirroring his sprite, which is kind of surprising to me because when he's running away from me or running towards me, they get it right in terms of which hand he's holding the ring in and the Pac-Man on it that's on his hat. So because here it switches accurately. When I move left and right, it's they just mirror his sprite and they don't actually. So what they put, that's just an oversight because I'm sure someone pointed that. Yeah, I'm surprised they kind of made that goof. But the thing is, I've only noticed that as a mistake because of how much detail they've put into the game in general. So the little things that they forget to add in or overlook stand out. But otherwise, I would not have counted that against. The only reason I count that as a mark against the game is because they did put the effort into making sure that when he's running away and towards you, that his sprite is in the right. That the Pac-Man sprite is actually rotating accurately. There we go. Get the diamond and the star. There we go. Got all three. Oh my gosh. There we go. There we go. Vision clear. Oh wow, we locked. Wow, it's actually Vision 1-4, Vision 1-5. It never unlocked two levels at the same time before. So. Alright. Well, let's try this one. It has a yellow spot, so I don't know if that means it's a bonus level or what. Take a break from the puzzles and go for a fun board ride. Keep an eye out for signs. The fact that they use the term puzzles gives me a hint of what may be eventually coming later on in this game. But what I've played through so far really doesn't feel like puzzles to me. Oh, okay. So this is kind of a bonus stage, I guess. What a cool... Oh, I love this music. I mean, Klonoa music is already pretty comfy. There we go. And these enemies so far are pretty adorable. I mean, this is like a comfy game. I wonder why they have you these different levels, these different sections, like just scroll across different maps. Oh, so I can use the double jump while I'm boarding. Vision clear as the logo, the vision clear symbol. Hey. So I locked. So it's giving me. So are there eventually going to be places where I can ignore certain stages? Hey, a different aesthetic stuck. Don't worry, press start and select retry. Button configuration. Nice animations for him climbing and descending the ramp. Now here they're gonna put the level. They're gonna put this right in front of the. Yeah, the exit's right by the entrance, but they're just gonna make me go and hunt for all the different collectibles that they have hidden. So I'm guessing I'm just going to have to. There we go. I wonder why they inflate like that when Klonoa grabs them. Oh. Alright, this is... Okay, now this is our first... Seems like our first... Oh. I don't think that's... This. We're about to do something. I'm not sure it's what the game intended me to do, but... Okay, throw that one there. And this one. Oh no, that's not quite what I intended to do, but if I throw, is there? I wonder if these are like set on an exact height that I'm allowed to throw these on, like a specific plane. There we go. That's what I wanted to do. Sure if that, yeah, I don't think that's useful quite really at all. No. Alright, we'll just look around at what we've got to work with. Now I'm sure what's up there is the key. Well, it's certainly the first star, but... Oh, he just kind of disintegrated there. Huh. I was about to say, I'm like, I don't... Is that gonna stay there, or what? Alright. There... Okay, no. So if I put those there, can I? Okay, that's... Got the first. Now we know we're gonna have to come back there with the key at some point. These red things are Goomis. Klonoa can grab a hold of them with a wind bullet. Oh. Huh. So it's not... For a second, I thought it was going to be like the purple Lums in Rayman 2. Where you grab onto them and kind of, it's like a grappling hook. Where you're like swinging on the end of a long chain. We're eventually going to get these over bottomless pits. That's just, seems like a natural progression. The way they happen to use this level to say like, oh, you could try again by using the menu, going from the start menu. I thought this was going to be a sort of puzzle stage where if you messed up, the game would pretty much be unwinnable, so you just have to leave and try again. And so it's a way to stop you from soft locking yourself. Ah, there we go. If I cared enough to get that other collectible, I would, I don't know what that coin is supposed to be a face, like what that face is supposed to represent. I didn't even realize I wasn't at full health. There we go. Yeah, I'm not quite sure if the Game Boy Advance could handle, I mean, if the Super NES could do that. I mean, yeah, it would probably take a lot more work to get that, like, just the ear animation, especially. There we go. I know I took a damage hit there. Okay. So we're gonna have to go around up and under. Oh, here's the key. Or here's a key. Okay, that's not the key I needed after all. Alright. So we know we're definitely gonna end up back at the beginning of the stage. We just need to get that blue key. Now, I don't know if... Is there a way to go back around? Or am I locked out? I mean, if the game designers were sure, they would have probably found some kind of barrier that I couldn't quite backtrack through. Or else they could find a way to avoid using the key, even though doing it the way they intended here is definitely going to be quicker. There we go. Vision clear. Okay, I cleared that stage. Wait. Okay, go to select. I want to see what it says. Be careful. If Klonoa falls down, he will lose a life. Hurry, but don't be careless. Do I have to beat a certain number of levels to unlock more? Because that's the first time I beat a regular stage. So, without, that's the first time I beat a regular stage without unlocking new stages. There we go. Oh, I just realized, okay, I attacked, I didn't mean to. I accidentally used that one bird to attack the other. It's weird, well, it takes a moment to get used to pressing B to jump, well, B to grab, and then A to jump. And I do like this music. This is somewhat of, I guess, of an athletic sort of theme to, but although I do, of course, excuse me. That was silly. That's first death in the game, and I do feel that was kind of cheap. Cheaper than I was expecting, but I think it started from the last screen I was on. This time we won't let... Yeah, it was just slow and it didn't respawn in time for me to grab it and keep moving, so that's why I got taken out there. There we go. Yeah, this is... Yeah, I'm interested to see, like, if they just did those 2 extra sprites and running animations of Klonoa going away and towards the viewer, just as a sort of a weird Easter egg thing, or will I be doing some depth-based gaming at some point, where I'll be moving on the Z-axis in one way or another? Or if maybe that was planned at some point to be part of the game, but the idea got scrapped, but they left the animations for it in because they didn't really cause any problems with the gameplay. Okay. But even in this more like fast-paced level, it is definitely more still very comfy, and I don't feel stressed out. I'm sure later in the game, levels like this will probably make me want to grind my teeth a bit. Oh. Okay, I didn't know if that was a... Okay, that's the end of the course. I didn't know if that was a... I'd like to ask, though, once again, what within Klonoa's world is forcing him to run like that? Like, when Klonoa got crushed before, what actually crushed him against that pillar? It still does not make any sense. Is that the boss? Oh, wow, I've already unlocked the boss stage. Vision 1-7. Another cave level. Oh, wow, look at that. The block actually stops sooner if I stand under it with... Oh, that... What? If I stand under here... Yeah. If I have an object, holding an object above me, the elevator stops short. Even if the object is just myself. Okay, got the first key. Now we know where the exit is. There's the exit. I'm going to assume I'll need you for some reason. Now that I have that first block in place. Now I still would like to know why the enemies inflate like that when Klonoa grabs them. Oh gosh. I didn't mean to do that. As you can definitely see, I was right in assuming we would need him. There we go. I never felt another game that made me feel like this, but this right here, what's this is reminding me of for some reason? Okay, I need to not... Okay, what does the game want me to do then? Yeah, I'm being... This stage reminds me of Mischief Makers. Like, there's a... 1, 2... I think the fourth world takes place entirely in a cave. And... Yeah, there's the first world. And the snow. Yeah, the fourth world takes place entirely underground in a cave. And this is reminding me of it for some reason. Gotta use some brain cells for this one. I have to somehow get... What's up there? What's up and around here? Up. Climb up here. Yeah, that's what's going on. Alright, I think I... Or do I? Oh, you know what? I have to do this in stages, don't I? I'm going to retry this in case this puzzle, and I think I may have failed the puzzle, but I know it's definitely going to be quicker for me to just restart from the beginning. And I don't consider it cheating because it did say, hey, if you need to retry it, you know, don't, you know, do this and this. Okay, I see what I need to do. I didn't need to restart the level, but restarting the level... But, okay, I guess that's not what the game wants me to do. For a second, I thought, if I... Oh, wait, I just realized, okay. There we go. This is what the game wanted me to do. So now I have the red key. At least I have the red key. Is the red door? Yes. Okay. All right. I see what the game is getting at now. I think I'm gonna end up coming up and around. I'm guessing. Yeah, I was gonna say. I'm guessing that's a spring, and it was. Okay, 1 out of 3. Can I pick that up? I have to check. No, that's just part of the environment that's affixed to that one position. I keep forgetting I could run, I could jump with momentum and throw, and using the enemy throw jump, it does carry that momentum over, so I could still have my forward acceleration. The jumping somewhat locks me on to... I don't know why. The red color and the shading on these balls to make them look spherical, really effective, and it really pops graphically. There's the second. Use that same block right over here. And I do like how the regular enemies are squishy, so they can fit under here, but the block, it's a solid object, so it has no leeway. And it's a clever bit of game design that they made the block look like those enemies I've been using to double jump off of, so that when people see it, I guess they're just inclined to think, oh, okay, it's time I could double jump with this. Just like I do with those other enemies that look similar to this block. Oh my gosh. I was very lucky not to fall into the spikes there, because I didn't know to expect that. Now, if I come down here, I'm guessing I'm going to go down and grab the last star. Yay! I'm literate to the game's design theory. Just gotta go up and around. Can I jump from here? Yes, I can. And that's the end of the stage. Vision clear. No. And here's the boss of this world, I believe. Looks like some kind of arena. So where is this monster? Now, I forgot, the second I started playing, I forgot all about this character. Does he live in Klonoa's hat or something? So you're next, huh? Scrawny, aren't you? This won't take long. Wow, he looks strong. We haven't a chance unless we attack him from the rear. I'm glad you said that right in front of him. Good going. Wow, look at this scrolling effect. Oh. Ooh, wow. Really impressive, like, scaling effects here. I mean, this is the first boss of the entire game. Oh, wow, I didn't realize they'd taken that much damage already. probably took a certain amount of damage, not even realizing that there would be other enemies involved. I mean, this music is maybe a bit understated. Okay. Oh, he doesn't even say, like, oh, you beat me, whatever. Gee whiz. Okay, there we go. He just faded, so I thought he died or something. Like, this game... Oh. He was a transformed boxer, I guess. Chipple. Well, what happened? Don't you remember? I had a strange dream. I was really strong and champion of the world. But then a red mist appeared. A red mist? Oh well, I guess that's why we shouldn't dream. Gazaland is clear. Priamel. Let's see what this place is about. Opera Town, Priamel. This will be interesting. Oh, it's hurting my head. You cannot see this on... I just noticed, you can't see this on the broadcast software, but there's a really trippy transparency effect going on, and I think I don't think my Elgato wants to... my Elgato isn't capturing this properly. This flickering effect. It's the same thing. It's either... Yeah. You can't see what's going... Yeah, that warping, there's another layer. Like, that warping layer is, like flickering rapidly. And then the solid layer there is... Okay, let's just keep moving. I explained it well enough. Ugh, it's hurting my head. What on earth was that? It was Musica. Musica? She's a world-famous soprano, and the pride of this opera house. But lately she's been giving everyone a headache by singing like that. Sounds like a monster to me. A monster? Please don't say that about Musica. Her songs were so simple yet meaningful, and she used to sing so beautifully. But now... Well, let's go and check it out. Please, bring back the old Musica. Oh, so this is... Okay. Let's go in here and see what's going on. Vision 2-1. Oh my gosh. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm getting used to this new element here. Okay. There we go. Oh my gosh. There's a lot more going on here, and I gotta admit, I'm getting a little sleepy, so, I didn't want to end the stream this early. I mean, I basically stay up late to do these late night streams. Maybe I'll dial it back a bit, but I'm not going to end the stream now. What I'm going to do is... We'll definitely come back to this next time. And where I can play more properly, I guess. But what I'm going to do is move over to... where I don't have it. I'm looking for my layout for it. I have a specific layout for this one game. we go. And this is the first time I've used this layout in a while, so excuse me. There we go. Oh, you're busy with groceries from Trader Joe's? Alright. Well, I'm glad you made it back alright. Yeah, Klonoa just got a lot more complicated really fast. And when I do these, like, it's already like 11:30 for me, and I'm usually already in bed by now. And I'm staying up particularly to do the stream. Maybe I won't do these late night streams so often unless I'm particularly feeling like it. But I do schedule these before I know how I'm feeling. But I don't want to call the stream there just yet. So why don't I... Alright, let's just play a little NES pinball. Something my sleepy brain can keep up with. I think I gotta turn this sound up a little bit. Now I maybe if I'm blasting people's sounds out with these pinball sounds. Alright. Okay, we already lost a ball because I'm trying to adjust the audio. Come on, come on. No, no, not quite, not quite. Wait a second. Did I just turn the game volume up or down? No, okay. That's what I intended to do. When I turn the volume, there's this weird thing where when I turn the volume down, yeah, the volume isn't it's like, I guess it starts at 100. Oh, you hardly hear it? Do you hear it now? The pinball sounds? You hear it good now? Because I know what you're seeing, Azurest. Hi, thanks for showing up. I'm about to probably end the stream earlier than I planned, just because it was I was having fun with Klonoa. It was getting a little complex. I got into the second stage where they were introducing a lot more stage elements, and I have a couple in the middle of the day sometimes, just because I like cookies, but Oreos are kind of ridiculous in how, like, you know, I am trying to take care of my teeth, and so but like Oreos, if I have Oreos, I immediately have to go and like brush my teeth, because those things just get so up in your teeth and your mouth is all black and whatever for a while, even if you have something to drink. So it's like I like Oreos, but I don't like what they do to my mouth. You know, they get all in my teeth. I'm trying to pick out fragments of it with my tongue for the next, like, hour or whatever, so. But digestives, they're not ultra sugary. It's a light sugary kind of thing, and they're big and filling. And, you know, I do chew gum. I do have Trident, and I usually do chew after I eat anyway, just to get anything out from my teeth, which has probably gone a long way to help keep them clean. Well, I know it has, just because, you know, and I'm one of those dorks that actually does floss after eating, so, and I carry those little, like, those little flossing pick things around it's like a little violin bow with, like, a little length, like a little inch of dental floss drawn taut. Alright. Let's see how far... Okay. Actually, I'm gonna let the ball void out. I'm gonna play an actual proper game where I don't lose my first couple of balls right offhand. So I'm not even gonna let it... But this is one of those games, I really just like the blue, purple, the black, and then the cards you're flipping. I do like the aesthetics of this pinball table a lot. This is actually one of the early... I think this is, I believe, the first game that Toru Iwata worked on for Nintendo. And I think he pulled a lot of all-nighters to get this working. And this is one of the NES launch games in both Japan and okay. Almost, not quite. Alright. Okay. Yeah, so this is probably going to be a 90-ish minute stream. And probably one of the shorter intentional... This is probably going to be the shortest stream I've ever done that wasn't ended prematurely due to technical problems. Which, unfortunately, we seem to be pretty much past that at this point. I'm not like having streams, you know, drop half the frames and I just have to prematurely end it. Or anything like that, so, okay. And there we go. Let's see if we can beat our high score from last... Oh my gosh, that happened way too quickly. We already got 75,000 points, and we didn't get anywhere close to this on our first ball last time. Alright. I gotta at least beat our high score from the last suboptimal game. Now, what I intended to do with this game was not to reset it so that it would keep my high score from the last time I played. But I guess at some point I did end up resetting it anyway. Oh, you know what? Actually, I just realized. Okay. Did I? Yes, this... Okay. Here's our restore point. Here we go. This is our actual high score. Yeah, I mean, I just can't... Yeah, I mean, I'm having fun playing this. Like, this I could deal with. This I could deal with. So, I could maybe do this. Maybe I can do this for a half hour. But yeah, I guess. Let's see how close we can get to. Alright. Yeah, maybe I can. We're on the second to last ball, because I don't want to start from this game that was a game in progress anyway. But there we go. And they don't play it all the time. They play, I think, every other time you get a game over. But the title screen jingle that plays reminds me so much of like Peanuts music. Like it's some kind of low rent version of, like a sound-alike version of Linus and Lucy from Peanuts or something like that. Okay. Alright. Yeah, let's... and this is like my high score whatsoever, so we're probably not going to beat this tonight, but we'll see how close we can get. But we got to the bonus round. Oh, doggone. The way the ball spawns in the bonus round, like 80% of the time, and I'm not even exaggerating, 80% of the time I get into the bonus round, it just immediately launches my ball into the gutter, and I'm just helpless, okay, maybe this can compensate. Alright. We have yeah, we can... Oh my gosh. Yeah. I was gonna say, we have the potential to get a lot of points in this bonus round, only for it to not go so hot. Yeah, I was first playing this in, I think, 2005? Yeah, 2005 or... Yeah, it had to be 2005. Because I'm thinking of the classes I was coming home from when I was playing this. And it was a time where I was getting into a lot of the NES stuff, aside from like the Super Mario Brothers games, a lot of the NES stuff I was playing came relatively later in the system's lifespan. And then I got interested in the black box NES games, which I don't think were even called that back in 05. But just that early, you know, handful of NES games that came so early in the system's life, where you were basically, it was basically almost a more sophisticated version of something like Atari or Intellivision. We were playing these really simplistic arcade-style games that might be only a single screen or only a couple of screens. and it was more about racking up a high score than completing a long adventure or something like that. Because in Japan, even by the time you got to Super Mario Brothers was sort of a significant milestone in pushing what the NES was capable of. And I know at the time, I think I read an interview with Miyamoto where he was saying that they were developing they knew the Famicom Disk System was coming out soon, and they were kind of developing Super Mario Brothers with the idea of making the ultimate cartridge game for Famicom before they moved most of their focus over to the Disk System. Because the thought at the time was the Disk System was the future of Famicom, and that, you know, I think for a year or two, games were basically just coming out on Disk System as far as the major releases. Because the cartridges that Famicom launched with, the original cartridges were kind of limited. They were only able to store games of this type. Like some stuff like stuff like Excite Bike, Mario Brothers, Pinball here. A lot of simpler arcade games. But then when you had like the Disk System, you could have more complex games like Metroid, Kid Icarus, The Legend of Zelda. Because the chips to have these more sophisticated games really didn't exist on the... like, they weren't available at an inexpensive price at the time in Japan. Whereas in America, like, Super Mario Bros. Was kind of pushing the limits of what you could put on a cartridge game at the time. But then by the time the NES came out in North America, it was already getting to the point where the cartridge technology was improving. And once those improvements came out, the Famicom Disk System kind of started to sort of become... It was made redundant pretty much. But as I understand, it wasn't quite like... I always sort of imagined that the Famicom Disk System in Japan was something and like how the Sega CD was in North America, where it came out and there were advantage to having discs, but the system wasn't really widely supported, perhaps. But as I understand it, the disk system was widely supported and very popular and successful in Japan, but it's just that the cartridge technology was catching up so quickly that the disk system became irrelevant. And one thing I found amusing was I heard someone describe some documentary on YouTube or something that said, like, oh, well, in Japan, game rentals were banned by the government. So the Famicom Disk System was a way to circumvent that, because you could go to the store that would have a disc writer, so you weren't allowed to... The government banned renting games. Listen to this. It kind of reminds me of Peanuts a little bit. Yeah, because the government banned game rentals, so instead Nintendo made this thing where you could rewrite the discs with a jukebox sort of machine, where you could choose which game you wanted to play. You put your disc in and you pressed, the code, I guess, for whatever game you wanted to have written to it. And so that's, an alternative to get around the laws that banned game rentals. And I'm like, all I could think was that was a very strange way to frame that, because game rentals were banned in Japan because of Nintendo and other companies lobbying the Japanese government to say, like, oh, people are renting our games instead of buying them. We need you to just ban game rentals. And at that point, like, I have a Japanese copy of Pokemon Gold, and it says, not for lending or rental purposes. You cannot game rentals are just flat out banned in Japan. I mean, the whole concept is somewhat obsolete now anyway, with how digital everything's gotten, but you could not go to a store and just rent a video game and for a low price and return it like you could in North America. As I understand it, Nintendo of America kind of tried to do the same thing here, where they kind of tried to sue video stores to not be able to rent out games for the NES, and they lost those court cases, thankfully. Yeah, hooray for consumer freedom. The government does get things right sometimes, and didn't let Nintendo ban video game rentals in North America. And so one Nintendo was doing out of spite. I mean, it was legitimate, but I guess it was kind of just something they were trying to do on a technicality to sort of harass smaller game rental places. Was that some of them were photocopying the manuals, so they'd try to sue them for photocopying the manuals. The only way I can imagine them really enforcing that was to actually go around renting games and seeing if there are photocopied manuals included with the games or not. And so that's when smaller video stores just started renting. They started just printing out their own instruction sheets to the games. I don't know if Blockbuster did this, but I believe Hollywood Video, at one point they were actually, they would actually type out the basic instructions for the game and put it in an insert in the game box. So it's kind of like on the back of the box you took home. You could see like the basic instructions on how to play. But as the games got more sophisticated, when you get into like the PS2, GameCube era, the games kind of explain themselves to an extent. Whereas with NES games, especially maybe some of these earlier ones, if you didn't have the manuals, even if you understood how to play the game, you often wouldn't get much lore or the storyline if you were playing a game unless you had the manual. So, okay. That's the end of that. Game over. One more go, and then I'm going to end the stream there. It was a nice, shorter stream, but we'll see. My next stream is going to be Thursday, and it's going to be... Well, let me check real quick. It's going to be... Friday at 3, so I'm definitely going to have a lot more time to get into the game properly and be fully alert, because it's nearing midnight here on the West Coast. I mean, on the East Coast, excuse me. I'm not on the East Coast. On the West Coast. I'm on the East Coast. If I was on the West Coast, I'd be fine, because they're 3 hours in the past compared to me. But here it's it's crawling up on midnight, and I'm not much of a late night person, so I have been so I had to switch from my sort of puzzly. I mean, if it was a more simple point A to point B platform, I'm sure I could have done fine with that game that I was playing earlier, Klonoa. But yeah, between my gameplay quality just kind of slipping, because I wouldn't have been able to even talk about the kind of stuff I've been talking about if I was still playing Klonoa, because it is kind of puzzly. That combined with, slow responses, and I was yawning a lot. Like, if it was a Super Mario Brothers game, I could probably could have kept going. I mean, at least if it was like Super Mario Brothers 1, where it's just strict point A to point B, and you just have to dodge stuff, but that Klonoa was a bit more demanding and cerebral than I expected it to be. I do remember the PS2 Klonoa game being more of a strict, I remember that being more of a strict point A to point B affair. This is the best I've done in the bonus stage so far. And uttering that, this is also one of the later appearances. That was actually probably the last appearance of Pauline in a video game until one of the Mario vs. Donkey Kong sequels. They brought Pauline back, and then that version of Pauline was the basis. Like, that version of in Mario vs. Donkey Kong, one of the ones on DS, it was really the first time that they depicted Pauline. No, excuse me, I'm forgetting Donkey Kong 94. But it was the Mario vs. Donkey Kong, I think it was the third or fourth and Mario vs. DK game, where they brought back Pauline, and that appearance, that model of her was the basis for how she appears in Super Mario Odyssey, which is another game that I need to go ahead and complete sometime. And when I do it, I will do it on stream. Because I got that game like a couple of days after it came out, and I just never, Okay, this is our last ball, so... Yeah, coffee... Well, first off, I don't really have iced coffee. And, then, like, drinking caffeine, it either does nothing, or it prevents me from feeling even more tired. if I drink enough caffeine that it actually increases my alertness levels, it is enough to, like, make my brain, like fizzle out and stop working, and I'm like, am I gonna die? Like, the feeling I have when I have too much caffeine is, like, the most disturbing feeling I ever have, and that's probably why... it's probably why a Red Bull is the hardest drink I'm ever gonna have. You know, so... Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, like I said, like, even if I had a Red Bull now, like, it's... Yeah, like, it would not make me more alert. It would just make me... It would just maybe prevent me from feeling more tired. And then, if it did make me more alert, it would put my brain, like, the way... What caffeine does to me when I have enough of it to actually make me increase my alertness level, it, like, makes me feel, like, a feeling that makes... The only thing I can describe it... Yeah, I would do one more, because that was not a very good run. But I am pretty tired. Yeah, it's a feeling that I guess is the closest... I guess it's the opposite of a hangover, but it still feels bad, because, like, a hangover is from taking alcohol, which is a depressant. So I guess, like, the opposite feeling of taking, like, a stimulant, like caffeine, is just, like, I just don't feel good, and there's nothing I could do to fix it except for just to wait it out. And that's not something I really would want to do to myself just to stream for longer. Though I've already made it a lot longer than I have, just playing a less... yeah, I guess Klonoa was just a little too much. I mean, it's a comfy game. It is a very comfy game, but I guess I just overestimated my, I might do more streams a little earlier in the day from now on. I might do more morning and afternoon streams. So when I do it 3 or 4, I'm fine. Because when I stream, like, up to, say, 10, if I do from, like, 4 to 10, like, if I mean, just 4 to 8 is already a lot longer than I typically stream for anyway, because that's... Yeah, it's, like, more than 5 hours. 5 hours tends to be, like... Oh, yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Like, there's no doubt. Like, caffeine is definitely a drug. I remember in college, they were selling these things that it was called sheets. And it was packaged like some kind of weird tobacco. It was packaged like tobacco rolling papers. And it had this face on it that had its tongue sticking out. And I'm like, okay, this looks so much like... It was the most... like, druggy looking... I mean, it was the most... How do I describe this? It was a way to package caffeine in a way that made it look like it was an illicit drug. And I don't know if it was intentional, but I was so, like, amused by it that I ended up buying it. And I used it, and I'm like, yeah, this is why I don't do caffeine. Like, I've seen caffeine pills that did not look as much like some kind of drugs as... It was just the weirdest thing. I mean, it looked like the way... I don't know. I can't even describe it. Because I don't know much about illegal drugs anyway. But it gave me the impression of, like, something that used to be illegal, but then they legalized it, so now they're selling it, like, out openly. And that's just how it looked to me. Yeah, you woke up standing in a closet once. I hope that wasn't recently. Azurest, 714. Well, but I'll, after this, round, I'll definitely, call it there. I'll, send you off to see if there's anyone cool streaming that I could send y'all off to. Oh gosh, that was just bad reflexes. That was just... And I just failed to press the button even though I knew I was supposed to. I just watched the ball go by and I'm like, oh, I need to press the button, and I just didn't. No, okay, there we go. Yeah, for something so simple, I really do enjoy this particular game of pinball. Just a well-designed, in my opinion, a well-designed table. I look forward to playing the versions of pinball I have on my Atari flashback. And, okay. Alright. We made it 105, we at least made it 100 minutes in. So, okay. Okay, it wasn't recent, that's good to hear. Alright. I'm gonna send you all over to... wait, okay. I'm gonna send you over to my friend Kyle TX500. He's playing... What is he playing? Oh, excuse me. Oh, he's playing... He's playing Rocket Knight Adventures, which is a game... Oh, excuse me. Yeah, there we go. He's playing Rocket Knight Adventures, which is, if you aren't familiar with it, it's a Genesis game. And you play as a possum that's wearing knight's armor, and he runs around and with rockets. So thanks for spending time with me. I'll be back. I forgot if it's Friday or Thursday, but you can check on my About page on Twitch, and it tells you whatever I scheduled. And so I'll see you next time, and thank you very much for watching.
Oh no. Oh, this is gonna throw me off so bad.